How to improve your personality every day. Every single day, you are given a chance, not just to live, but to elevate, to rise a little higher, to grow into the kind of person who lights up a room not with charm or looks, but with presence, with soul. See, personality isn't something you were born with and stuck with that's not fixed. It's like clay, shaped every day by the choices you make, the books you read, the people you serve, and the honesty with which you face yourself. So how do you improve your personality? How do you step into your best self, one day at a time? Let's begin with this. Self-awareness is the first key. When you start your morning asking yourself not just what do I need to do today, but who do I want to be today, your entire direction shifts. Instead of reacting to life, you're shaping it. And when you become aware of your patterns, the way you speak, the tone you use, the energy you carry, you start choosing better. Better responses, better words, better moments. The next key, be interested in others. Genuinely. If you want to improve your personality, stop trying to impress. Start connecting. People remember how you made them feel, not how smart or witty you seemed. Ask about their dreams. Listen without interrupting. Smile like you mean it. The most magnetic people are not the loudest ones. They're the most present. Then comes this. Commit to learning every single day. A curious mind creates a beautiful personality. Read something new. Listen to people who see the world differently. Expand your vocabulary, not just with words, but with empathy, with understanding, with grace. You don't become better by chance. You become better by choice. Here's a big one. Clean your inner space. No personality will glow if it's buried under bitterness, resentment, or jealousy. You have to heal. You have to let go. Forgive not just others, but yourself. Your personality shines most when your soul is not carrying yesterday's baggage. A joyful heart, it's contagious. A peaceful mind, magnetic. And don't underestimate the power of discipline in small things. Wake up on time. Speak kindly. Apologize when you're wrong. Say thank you. These tiny, consistent habits of humility and integrity, they shape a personality that is not just admired, but trusted. Also, express yourself. Be creative. Whether it's through style, art, writing, or how you decorate your space, show the world who you are becoming. Don't copy. Don't shrink. Your uniqueness is your signature. Let it be seen. But don't confuse personality with performance. You're not here to put on a show. You're here to grow. To be a little more patient than you were yesterday, a little more kind, a little more courageous. That's the real glow up. And here's the truth. You will fail sometimes. You will say the wrong thing. You will be misunderstood. That's okay. Personality isn't about being perfect. It's about being authentic and becoming again and again. So if you're wondering how to improve your personality every day, start by being better to you. Talk to yourself like someone worth loving, because you are. Start by being honest about what needs to change. And then take one step, and then another. Because the best version of you is not a future destination. She's already inside you. She's just waiting for your permission to come forward a little more every day. And the world, it needs her. There's a quiet power in starting your day, not with your to-do list, not with your phone, not even with the mirror, but with a question: who do I want to be today? That one simple question can redirect your entire energy. It shifts your focus from just surviving the day to shaping it, from being pulled in all directions to standing grounded in intention. Because the truth is, personality isn't formed in the big dramatic moments. It's crafted in the small, silent decisions you make every single day. Every morning you wake up is a clean slate. A brand new version of you is waiting to be written. And you don't have to be who you were yesterday. You don't have to carry the mood, the attitude, the habits, or the reactions of the past. You can look in the mirror and say, today I choose to show up with peace. I choose to speak with kindness. I choose to listen more than I speak. I choose to smile not because everything is perfect, but because I'm alive and aware of my power to change. That is the beginning of self-awareness. It's about becoming the observer of your own life, catching yourself in the moment, gently correcting, softly redirecting. You realize that you are not just your personality. You are the one shaping it. Every time you stop yourself from snapping at someone, every time you pause before speaking, every time you notice your energy shifting, you are rewriting the code of who you are becoming. Most people go through life on autopilot. Wake up, work, react, sleep, repeat. But when you're aware, truly aware, you stop living by habit and start living by choice. You start asking better questions. Why did I say that? How did I make that person feel? Did I speak from love or from fear? And let's be real. It's not easy. Growth never is. Self-awareness means looking at your reflection and not flinching when you see something you need to change. It means holding yourself accountable, not out of guilt, but out of love. Love for who you can be, love for who you're becoming. Think about it. Your tone matters. Your presence matters. How you enter a room, how you greet the world, how you respond when you're tired, frustrated, or unseen, that is what builds your personality. It's not about perfection. It's about alignment. Are you aligned with your values? Are your actions in sync with the person you say you want to be? When you're self-awareness, you realize something powerful. You are not your mood. You are not your past. You are not the labels others put on you. You are the awareness behind it all. The one with the power to choose again, to speak more gently, to show more gratitude, to think more clearly. And in that space of choice, you begin to evolve. Start small. Catch your thoughts. Notice how you speak to yourself. Are you harsh or kind? Do you criticize more than you encourage? Because the truth is, the way you talk to you sets the tone for how you treat others. Self-awareness begins there, in the quiet voice that either lifts you or tears you down. You want to change your personality? Start with how you speak to your own soul. And then watch how that internal shift becomes external. Suddenly you walk differently. You pause instead of reacting. You listen more. You laugh more. You give others grace because now you're aware of how much grace you need. You forgive faster. You say sorry sooner because now you're awake. Now you're here. This practice, this daily check-in with your own spirit, it's the most powerful ritual you can have, not just for your personality, but for your life. Because when you are aware, you start to show up as the version of yourself that you've always dreamed of. Not waiting for the perfect day, not waiting for applause, just showing up fully, completely, authentically, one day at a time. And the world It feels that. People may not be able to name it, but they feel it. Your energy, your presence, your awareness. It's rare, it's beautiful, and it's something that grows deeper and stronger every time you choose to wake up and ask yourself, who do I want to be today? Not because you're trying to be someone else, not because you're fixing what's broken, but because you know deep down there's something extraordinary in you waiting to be revealed. And awareness, that's the key that unlocks it. In a world obsessed with appearances, one of the most powerful things you can do to grow as a person, to develop your personality, to elevate the energy you carry is this. Stop trying to impress people and start trying to connect with them. We live in a time where it's easy to perform, to curate a version of ourselves that looks good on the outside but feels hollow on the inside. We walk into rooms trying to be seen, louder, smarter, cooler, hoping someone will notice us. But what we often forget is this. The most unforgettable people in the world are not the ones who try to be interesting. They are the ones who are interested. You don't improve your personality by collecting praise. You improve it by becoming someone who sees others, who hears them, who makes them feel understood, even in the smallest of moments. Think back to the people who left a lasting impact on you, the teacher, the stranger, the friend, the ones who made you feel important, like your words mattered, like your presence was enough. They didn't try to impress you. They gave you something deeper, their full attention. That's where personality blossoms, not in what you say about yourself, but in how you make others feel about themselves. And you do that by asking questions that go beyond, how are you? And listening with more than your ears. You listen with your eyes, with your energy, with silence that says, I'm here. I'm not rushing. I want to understand. Being fully present is rare. Most people are waiting for their turn to talk. They're scrolling, distracted, half there. But when you decide to put your phone down, when you look someone in the eye and offer them your full presence, something sacred happens. Walls fall. People open up. Real connections are born. And here's the truth. People can feel when you're faking it. They know when your questions are scripted or when your interest is surface level. But when you're truly curious, when you're asking, what excites you these days? Or what's been on your heart lately? That's when conversations shift. That's when people remember you. Because in a world full of noise, being the one who truly listens is magnetic. You don't need to have all the right words. You just need to care. And caring doesn't mean fixing people. It means witnessing them. Sometimes all someone needs is for you to sit across from them without judgment, without a solution, just presence, just empathy.